Hey there, YouTube. It's Bobby, aka Paginator, and we're just gonna have a little casual chat today. I am in my pajamas, my hair isn't done, I've got my herbal tea. I like the Bengal spice, which is the herbal version of chai tea, and I add a little bit of creamer in there to just give it a good mix. Oh, heavenly. So I've got a little bit of just some updates of what's going on with me lately and some questions for you guys. So I hope you're in the mood to answer some questions. You can hit me up in the comments, or if you really want to, you can also shoot me an email. My email addresses are always in the information in the description box down below, so you can find me there. So first up, I guess I'll just let you know what I'm currently reading as of the day of filming. It is Lost in the Neverwood by Aiden Thomas. I have talked about this book in my April TBR, so I am already on to one of my official April books. I think that's good, considering the day that I'm filming this is April 5th. I'm only one chapter in. This is a riff on Peter Pan, but in this world, the characters are in Astoria, Oregon, not London, England, and Wendy and her brothers disappeared, but only Wendy came back, and she does not remember what happened. Her brothers haven't come back, and kids around town are starting to disappear. Crazy. Also, I can tell you, and you can probably guess from looking behind me, I did a little reorganization of books. I have two sections. One section is organized by author, and the other section is organized by color. So you can see the white books are, over here, over this shoulder. And they're just kind of sectioned out. When I get everything situated the way I want it to in my office, my filming setup might change a little bit, but for right now, this is where we're at. So questions I have for you guys. I have read recently a few romance books written for adults. Is that something you'd like me to talk about, or should I just stick to the YA and middle grade stuff? Another question is hauls. I've been hearing that some people in the booktube community feel like hauls are just showing your privilege and flaunting what you have and blah blah blah. So do you want to see hauls the next time I have one to show? Which hopefully isn't going to be for a while, because I really need to curb my spending. Next question. I almost said next book. Next question is, are you still interested in seeing Harry Potter stuff? I do every once in a while get some Harry Potter things. Would you like to see them? Speaking of which, I got an Accio box, and it's the first box I ever got from them, and I wasn't super thrilled, but something in there made me laugh, so I'm going to show it to you. We have an enamel pin. The theme of this box was magical transportation. Can you tell me what this has to do with magical transportation? I know the answer. Do you? I'll give you a further clue. When we open the toilet seat, this is what we see. So comment in the space below if you know the answer to that question. I'm going to see if any of my students know tomorrow. Maybe they'll earn some kind of little reward. At our school we have buff tickets, which are things they can earn, and then they can use it to purchase a pass to wear a hat for the day, or things like that. Next question I have for you, what are you reading? Have you read anything good that you would recommend? And without spoiling it, tell me a little bit about it. And then the last question I have for you is, do you have any questions for me? Sometimes I don't know exactly what you guys want to know about my life, like how much I should tell you, what's going on. For example, why do I have a Sharpie tattoo on my wrist? Maybe you want to know that, maybe you don't. I'll tell you, it's, there is a little gal in our community that's really sick right now, and a bunch of the kids are drawing hearts with her name on their arms, and they really wanted me to do it today at school, so I did that. But yeah, if you have questions for me, again, stick them in the comments below or shoot me an email. My Instagram is also down there in the description box, so if you want to DM me through that way, you can do that as well. So I guess the last thing that I have to really discuss is just a little writing update. I did say recently that I was going to tell you more about my writing. I am working towards my thesis, which is going to be a young adult fantasy novel. I have my proposal and writing sample submitted, and I have secured my thesis director, which is kind of the professor that oversees you, mentors you through the process. And I guess the next step is fall semester, we're diving into writing. I could work on it over the summer. I guess we'll see how that goes. I have 3 classes in the summer, but because I won't be teaching, I'll have more time to work. So I might do some world building or plot structuring during the summer so that I am ready to jump in the fall. I'll give you a little bit of what it's about. So I did say it was going to be fantasy. I am kind of doing a retelling of a really old book from the 1600s that was written by a woman. Like, how did a woman get a book published in the 1600s, first off? But it's oftentimes referred to as one of the earliest sci-fi books, but it really reads more fantasy. There are magical worlds in this, and magical places, and creatures that walk and talk like people, and the humans have interesting colors of skin, like not like the humans in our world, different colors of the rainbow. And there's going to be some themes of good versus evil, and the hero's journey, and several other things that I haven't worked out yet. And I am naming the main character after my cousin Michaela. She said I could. That name just kept coming back to me, so I texted her and I was like, "Can I steal your name?" And she goes, yeah. I get to be in a book? Sure. So, there we go. I feel like I don't want to give too much information though. So, that's what I'll be working on writing for the next foreseeable future. And that's about all I have to share with you, except, can you see the Eeyore behind me? Hang on a second. This guy is a recent Funko acquisition, and look at how cute he is! He's like almost too cute for words. Oh, so sweet. Alright, we're going to move on with our lives, I think. Yes, I have homework to do tonight. So, I'm going to head back to do that, and I hope you guys are all having a wonderful, magical, and bookish day. Happy reading! Adios.